Welcome to Dukascopy TV with me, Alex Isat. A report from the European Commission has highlighted the progress it expects the Baltic nations to make in the coming months. It is positive news for Estonia and suggests its progress will outstrip the wider Eurozone into 2015. Estonia's government debt as a percentage of GDP is one of the lowest in the world, putting the Baltic state in a strong economic position. The government has been working hard to seize the opportunity to get people into entrepreneurship. To give us his insight into Estonia's future is Robin Hawksworth, director of Hawksworth Oü. Estonia's trade deficit is still on the low, but the country is trying to be the star of the Baltics. Will the new e-residency open the door for the hospitality industry and bring in more business?
The e-residency bill actually has been passed in Parliament and it comes live December the 1st. It won't affect the migration of people. It's more to help those who want to invest in Estonia. The system will allow you to sign legal paperwork and business documents online using the digital signature with a card. This will allow people to invest in Estonia and have them managed at a local level but be governed from yourselves overseas. The hospitality industry needs a lot more constance for it to grow. I think the e-residency will actually help because with more investors coming into Estonia, it will have a knock-on effect in the entertainment, arts, and restaurant, dining sectors. We have a pretty short season in Estonia in tourism and hospitality, so hopefully it'll extend this as we develop. Hopefully more meetings, convention sector business will come here. I would say we're pretty much 3 to 5 years behind Scandinavian countries in both quality of product in hospitality. But I really think that e-residency will help help trigger people into coming to Estonia and investing heavily in the sector. As far as being the star of the Baltics, I think Estonia really has the potential to push forward. At the moment, it's mainly focusing on Tallinn. So it has what I would call the London syndrome, where you've got a major city will get most of the recognition and investment, but there's other areas in Estonia that are quite capable of matching the main city. But the government has to really attract investment into them, either tax breaks, infrastructure, developing or marketing them, to make them attractive to those who want to invest.
For Estonia, 2014's 1.9% rise is set to tick up to 2% over the following 12 months, with the report highlighting the fact domestic consumption has been a key factor this year, something that is expected to continue. What is the highlight of Estonia for imports and exports?
Obviously, Estonia being a small country, the imports are mainly machinery, cars, fuel, food items from neighbouring countries. Fuel being the critical factor with the Russian situation right now. Fuel over the next few months is going to be quite a key topic. Export-wise, Estonia's IT equipment and the way that it's hit the headlines recently and publicity we've gained for Estonia, then the cyber software and the e-residency software and the systems they're built on is quite a good way for Estonia to export that. Wage rises over the last year have really pushed domestic growth along. There's a lot more foreign brands, a lot more clothing coming into the market. Car sales were up in August for the first time in 2008, and house prices have grown about 11% in the last 12 months. So a lot of people are now putting their property on the market to gain from this effect, and that's releasing a lot more money into the local economy. Obviously, exporting has been hit, especially the dairy and the fish producers. 25% of the dairy got exported to Russia. But with the restrictions in place, they've got to find new markets. So we're actually looking right now to push Estonian foods into Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. And over the next year, I know the government's going to heavily invest in promoting Estonian foods to those regions. Finally,
is the government doing more than this year to help the economy as a whole?
I would say it is, but the resignation of the PM mid-year has had quite a knock-on effect with changes in government. They've just changed the foreign minister last week, and then the elections are coming in March 2015, so there's going to be a blip on the road while the politics goes through its natural cycle. I think the last 2 years, Estonia has really pushed itself globally, started to market itself, so people are actually willing now to invest more in the country. The financial sector has been pretty strong. Heavy investment in the tech field has continued. You know, the government through EAS has actually invested €6 million of grants to help fund local startups. But again, this has become a double-edged sword. It's created a lot of entrepreneurs. But then, you know, when the money runs out, have they got a secure future? I think the next few years, we need to stabilize the economy, invite investment into biotech, manufacturing, and hopefully promote tourism. And recently, the plan of privatizing Estonia Air could go a long way to attract investment. You know, if they do this correctly, get longer range planes, daily flights to places like London, that'll connect with the US quite nicely. Because the US is really important to Estonia right now, both through the tech investment as well as the setting up of a permanent NATO base. We should see strategic US Air Force personnel being located in Estonia. Hopefully that will actually put some financial rewards into the local areas.
Thanks, Robin. Keep watching Dukascoffee TV for more news on the economy and the market. Goodbye.